Hi, welcome to my video. Thank you for being here. And for those who have been here, thank you for having been here. I'm your boy Terry. My username across the internet is surpassing Google. And I welcome you once again to another Dimash reaction. This is not a regular reaction video. Although we are going to be listening to a song by Dimash, we're going to pay attention to the person of Dimash. So please join me. The song for today is All By Myself. I think the original song, or the original popular All By Myself, was sung by Celine Dion. Let's see how Dimash does rendering this song. Dimash, he likes to create an entire journey within his performance. He rearranges songs for this sole purpose. I apologize, there's so much external noises here which I cannot control. But during the main Dimash performance, the audio will be clear because I'll remove external noises. So please stay tuned. Again, we'll be paying attention to Dimash. Let me go ahead and pull the song up. This is not a regular reaction video. I'm here with hopes that we can live here as new persons through the power of music. So at the end of this video, I'm going to be revealing a proclamation. I'll fill that proclamation on this blank page and then I'll show it to you. So please stay tuned for the entirety of the video. Let me pull up the video now and let's listen to Dimash. If you don't know Dimash, he hails from Kazakhstan. He has so many songs, in a variety of languages. I've reacted to some of them. He has SOS, I've heard some English songs. I've heard the one from Michael Jackson, The World. I've heard the Titanic song, My Heart Will Go On. So check him out. I mean, besides music, he has a great personality as well. He has maintained his human, stayed humble, cares about the world, hones his expertise in music for the sake of touching the world. This is powerful stuff, so please check him out. His full name is Dimash Kudai Bergen. Let me pull up the video now. Let's listen to Dimash. I'll tell you when the video has started. Please, just a moment. This is a fan cam version, but he has pretty good audio. That's why I chose this video. So we'll start the song just after that airplane passes. So, I'm going to start the video now. Start. Dimash, one thing he cares about is details. I'm sure he's a workaholic, really, But it's one thing to be a workaholic, it's another thing to be a workaholic for the sole purpose or for the primary purpose of consciously impacting the world. Yes, let's go ahead. You'll see what I'm saying. He has a Michael Jackson-like apparel.
Leaving alone, I think of everything they know. But when I die, get ready for nobody is home. By myself. in the skies. I lost you.
This song, the details are important. The subtle transitions, you measure vulnerability in your sound, tenderness, pronunciation of the words. Just because the song carries a certain kind of emotion, you have to keep that emotion intact in your rendition. That's why just perfect so far, just perfect.
This is where this goes. Love is good.
My internet is gone. Ah, gosh. She's dramatic. Some people will say that, but it's if you have paid attention to Dimash closely, you will understand what's going on. Sometimes he's trying to enter a certain element, tap into his being and his spirit. Yes, there's a drama side or the theatrical side, which is understandable when it comes to a performance, especially performing to a large audience. You want to put them in some sort of trance, appeal to their soft spot, dent your message into them. And so it's these days people have very short attention span, so you need to pacify them and then not only catch their attention but sustain and maintain their attention. So what I see that's going on here, you see him paying attention to detail. I don't know the dynamics of how they use the headset. I wonder if maybe they're listening to the song, but you see him, going there several times, just to make sure the details are intact. And then the part where he was doing the, Michael Jackson effects and all that, it appears to me there that he's trying to get into his element. There was one melody or background melody that was going on, and I see him wanting to connect or reconnect. Let's proceed. Yes, even though it's classically trained, I very much see. I call this a Dimash style, really. Because you see, he's adding exposure. I don't know if I'm using the right words to classical music. For amongst the first of times, I pay attention to, classical music, operatic music. I think I've only done that in the case of Dimash. Besides Dimash, maybe I've only loved one song that's operatic in nature, and I think that will be the prayer. the one sung by Celine Dion and one other person. Besides that, and when I started reacting to Dimash, I didn't know I was going to continue. I started with a para 2. I didn't know I was going to continue. But for you to understand his music, his choices, his arrangement of songs, and all of that, you need to pay attention to the person of Dimash himself. During his performances, go back a bit, see his evolution, even in music. See him down to his interviews, down to his casual interaction with fans. Just take the same journey I took. Do some reactions. With the intention to pay attention to Dimash, music aside, and then you will understand better. You see, he loved there. He knew, he knew what he was doing. He knew that particular move will have impact on his audience. Tells me of his workaholism. He pays attention to details. Some people can sing, but they are not good when it comes to stage performances, arrangement, and all that. He's taking his craft to that level. He knew what was coming. He knew that there was going to be a reaction. During that. Adding the Dimash effect, and that's why he could not hold his laughter, his laughter. And it tells me a lot, when you can allow yourself to pose a laugh, to show your human side, and that's amazing quality. It's like Jesus. Jesus was going to attempt to resurrect Lazarus, but he gave way to tears. There's nothing wrong with showing that you're human after all. So that's cool. He's very serious. Even though he puts out a laugh, he maintains his seriousness. Respects music, and he's not swayed. That tells you a lot. Greatness lies in your substance, the unshakiness of your substance. So where events, accolades, adulation, circumstances cannot shake your substance, that's greatness. just saw humor. I don't know if you saw it too, but I just saw humor. Yeah, he knows how to pull off humor as well, and he just pulled it off there. You know, earlier he laughed at his own joke, then he pulled off humor. You know, where he was very serious and he moved the mic away. He knew that he was pulling off humor. So when you know that you are pulling off humor, then you pull off humor. You know, I'm just saying nonsense. So it appears to be nonsense, but just sift of it to find sense therein. I'll stop the video here. Let's keep this Dimash reaction short. It will be the shortest, maybe amongst the shortest. Most of my Dimash reactions are 20 minutes long, 30 minutes long. So please stay tuned. I'm going to be writing my proclamation on this blank page now, and I'll come back to show you. So your boy Terry here. Thank you for staying tuned. I'll show you my proclamation now. I'm not sure if it focused correctly, so I'll just read it. It says, if you go into isolation for the sake of generations yet born, it is valuable isolation. I'll read it once more. If you go into isolation for the sake of generations yet born, it is valuable isolation. I'm not going to explain it. If you want more explanation on it, please leave me a comment or an email. My email is underneath in the description. Make sure to stay awesome. I'm your boy Terry.